Alert, alert, flounder time, baby! We're gonna show you the rig we use and a couple other rigs you can use to catch some flounder, baby. Flounder pounder. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. All right, this is the second video in our series of how to catch flounder. Go check out our first video where we run over the best rod and reel for flounder fishing. In our next video, we're gonna get into the best bait and lures. But yeah, this one's the best rigs. Number 2, let's get into it. The first rig we're gonna run through is the Carolina rig. This is a classic rig, perfect for all types of fishing. And it'll catch you pretty much any fish, but it's especially deadly for flounder, and that's because you'll have a nice weight that's gonna keep your bait towards the bottom, which flounder, ambush predators are gonna be laying on the bottom waiting for a bait to drag by. That's exactly what you're gonna do with this. You're gonna put this weight on, you're gonna put a little mullet on the hook, and you're just gonna drag it with this weight, and when the flounder takes it, the weight, it slips. So the flounder can take it, it won't feel resistance, it'll allow it to really get into its mouth, and then boom, you'll set the hook good. So let's run you through how to rig it up with these little materials we got set up right here. All right, so first, your main line here, we got the 30-pound braid. We're gonna put the little inline weight. So we just slipped it on right here. So we got the inline weight here, and it slips, allowing the flounder to take the hook at the end. Won't feel any resistance. That's the key here. We got a little bead here, put the weight on, and we're gonna attach it to a nice swivel. And then from the swivel, we'll attach our main line and attach our fluorocarbon leader. We got 30-pound. And then at the end, you can use a number of different hooks. We're gonna be using a circle hook, you can use Kale hook, J hook, you know, whatever hook you want at the end, and then boom, you got your rig set up. So let's go through the steps right now and get it set up. The weight on, we got the bead, gonna attach the swivel now, use a little clench knot. All right, and if you don't know clench knot, go check out our video. And now, we always like to tell jokes when we're doing this, so Rachel's gonna give us a good joke.
I don't have any jokes.
So, what did one shark say to the other shark while eating a clownfish?
This tastes funny.
And we like to get our rigs tied on beforehand, just so we're all set once we get out there. And usually when we tie rigs, we like to watch some good TV. Finding Bigfoot is his favorite right now. Old Bobo has got a good Bigfoot call.
Obviously I can see there are tracks, but that doesn't mean it was made by a Bigfoot.
When I saw these tracks, I'm like, these do look legit, that videotape you got.
All right, so here's the finished product. We got the 1-ounce sinker with the bead to protect that knot from fraying. Then we have the swivel going into our about 1.5 leader to our hook. Again, we're using a circle hook here. You could use a Kale hook or a J hook, depending on what you're fishing. One thing I like to do with all my pre-tied rigs is test them out. So you get someone to hold the hook, another guy on the other end of the line, and you see, make sure those knots hold. Because the last thing you want to do is have a doormat on, and then boom, your knot failed. That is the worst feeling in the world. Hey, Cooper. Cooper, all right, ready? Fight! I'm playing. We have a Sasquatch over here. Here's a visualization of a flounder taking your bait and not feeling this weight. Ready? I'm gonna be the flounder. Look, up, nothing's really moving, I can take the bait, and then before you knows it, boom! You're hooked up. So that wraps up the Carolina rig for flounder. This is one of the most effective and highly used rigs for flounders. You can use it using live bait, cut bait, or even lures. That extra sinker weight at the top helps get your lures to the bottom faster, get in the faces of some flounders, which is a great thing, and that's why so many people use it. Another rig you can use while flounder fishing is the tandem rig. The tandem rig can be used 2 different ways. One, 3-way swivel, and the second with a high-low rig. Both of these rigs are beneficial because there are 2 spots for you to put lures or bait. With the 3-way swivel, it consists of 2 jig heads. One jig head that is lighter than another. You want to put the heavier jig head on the longer leader. I usually tie an 18-inch leader to about a 5 to 8-inch leader as the shorter one. On that shorter leader, you're gonna have the small jig head. What this does is it targets 2 different areas of the water column. Your heavier jig head is gonna be hitting the bottom, making sure to get any flounder that are looking in that area, and then your lighter jig head will be floating above, so it'll catch the eye of any flounder that are looking upwards. This rig's really great because it allows you to toss 2 different styles of lures and you can even throw bait and a lure on. It's just really effective and efficient at covering a lot of ground and catching a lot of flounder. The easier way to rig a tandem rig is with this high-low rig. You can find them online, we'll link those below. And all you do is attach a weight to the bottom. On the bottom, a 2 or 3 ounce roll sinker. Then you can have your lures or bait hooked into the high and low parts of the rig. And again, that accomplishes the same thing as a 3-way swivel rig. Gets 2 baits out there, targets 2 different spots in the water column, and allows you to catch flounder. All right, so those are our 2 favorite rigs when flounder fishing. You'll crush them if you use these rigs right, so just get a lot of practicing with them. And now, if you're wondering what type of bait and lures to use, check out our next video. We're gonna go over the best flounder baits and lures.